Have you ever felt like people only call you when they need something, but not when they want to just be around you?
Mm-hmm.
You have?
No, not me.
Okay,
I
that
know
sounds
you.
depressing. Wow, we got to put it on me like that? People love me.
Des, who's that line written for? Who wrote it?
Okay, I was asking the people
who
at home.
was it written for?
The
And
people,
who wrote? Who
the
was it
people
written
at
for?
home.
Who wrote it?
Okay, I may have wrote it, but it was it was a question. Have you ever felt like that?
Oh, you ask yourself.
I've never felt like that. Have you ever felt like people just use you because they just want something from you? They don't really care about you. They just use you for your gift. They just use you up and they spit you out.
Well, I don't know about my gift, but like to take the trash out or something like that. Stupid mom.
Well, I've never felt like that either. So maybe we can just cut this episode short if nobody else feels like that.
Oh Lord.
There's a difference between being valued and being valuable. So let's start with talking about gifting and the stress of it.
Yeah.
I feel like people at home may be asking, well, what is a gift? Do I even have a gift? Thomas said, I feel like I don't know what my gift is. Do I even have one? That's next episode. We'll talk about more about that.
Okay.
So when your gift becomes your entire identity to others, you stop being a person and you start becoming a resource. A topic that I want to touch on later in the season is becoming a human doer instead of a human being.
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to be a human being? Are you allowed to be a human being? Or are you just valued as a human doer? Where it's your efforts, it's your output, it's the results that you can provide.
You're always on the grind.
That is where you become valuable. And if you're not grinding, then you're not useful. And that's poor.
Yeah.
That's a poor mindset to have. And it's sad. It's a sad life to feel. And so when your entire identity is based on what you can accomplish and what you can do for people, your personality becomes a resource.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with being resourceful, but you're a human. You're not a resource.
Yeah.
You're a human being, not a human doer. People celebrate what you produce without celebrating who you are. And I feel like what I want to teach on is God called you before he even gifted you. I want to talk with some more questions surrounding that. And if you have questions, I would love to kind of touch more into why being gifted is stressful, because what I have here for my notes is just speaking against that lie that you are useful, that you are valuable, right? And not only are you valuable, but you are valued, because we know that you add stuff to this company or to that ministry or to that
relationship,
to your family. We know you're valuable. We know they're not replacing you. We know that. And I think I'll talk about this. I think that I am in small company with this feeling that I'm tired of being complimented.
Yeah. Definitely.
And I understand the point of privilege that I have. Personal point of privilege.
Personal point of privilege.
I understand. I really do. But you know, I know my big four or five. My big 4 or 5. You got a nice smile. You're intelligent. You work hard. You're talented.
Yeah.
Or if they know me biblically, like you're very biblically literate. Okay, thanks. I worked hard for it. The smile wasn't cheap. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Aloha Dental. Dr. K.
No, what is it? Dante do dentist?
Dante do dental.
Dante do dental, bro.
Yeah, shout out Dante do dental. Right? I know my top 5. I know what I have. They obviously got a nice smile. You're funny. You're intelligent. You work hard. You're biblically literate. I know. I'm aware of them. So when people start saying that you're valuable for your gifts, sometimes it goes in one ear, not the other. Mm-hmm. What they're saying to you is that I see you and I think you're a great person, but what I'm hearing is I see you as everyone else sees you, and as soon as you stop being those things, you're no longer useful to me.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many people can relate, but I feel like that is the downside of being gifted. And I don't think we talk about the lament that naturally comes with being a gifted person. Whenever you are a person who is highly gifted in certain ways, people see a lot of times the things that you can output, but they don't see the internal work and the internal pressures that are on you daily. What you got? I'm gonna kick it over to you before I keep
No, it's definitely when you're using your gifts for something in the kingdom, you feel pressure. There is a healthy amount of pressure that comes with it. And so when you're misusing it or overusing it, there's always going to be something that
Mm-hmm.
it's probably unwanted when it comes to the feeling of it, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And so it's like people just keep reminding you of the pressure. Oh my God, you're such a good musician. Yeah, yeah, you're so true. Like to praise God, thank you. But
And it
you
didn't,
understand
and
that.
then like mind you, it didn't come from like me just waking up a good musician or me just waking up this or that.
Yeah.
Like it came from work, and it's like so the pressure to kind of finish what you're saying is like the pressure is to keep doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're reminding me of how gifted I am or how talented I am, like it also the gift comes with pressure.
Yeah.
Gifts come with pressure. Gifts are formed under pressure. Actually, I would even say that my gifts were birthed from pressure.
Yeah.
That's why science says on average, high achievers oftentimes were raised in homes where they felt like they had to perform in order to be loved. So it was in homes from childhood that they felt like in order for their parents, approval came from performance. And not approval like you did good on that performance. Basic love
Yeah.
was associated with completion of tasks.
Yeah. I will claim you as my son if you do A, B, and C correct.
You're such an amazing son because you're so talented.
Yeah.
You're such an amazing son because you accomplished X, Y, and Z. You're such an amazing daughter because you do that well, because you get great grades, because you got into that college. You're such an amazing daughter. Oh my gosh, I love you so much. You're such a hard worker. As if I was not a hard worker, I had no place in this life to be loved.
Mm-hmm.
As if I were the person who fell down and had no option and no way of getting up for the next 6 to 8 to 9 to 12 months. I am going to spend the next 6 to 8 to 9 to 12 months down bad, and not only down bad, but also unloved. Because the same ones that said that they loved me only loved me contingently upon me accomplishing something, me achieving something, me getting some form of accolade or award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens when you stop?
What happens when I stop?
I get the cold shoulder.
Yeah.
You don't get the compliments anymore. All that goes away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's gotta suck. So some people are gonna get on you like, no, what was me? What was me? I'm good at something.
I mean, they
I
do.
make money from my talent.
They really do. And I went to the wrong place when I first started feeling this way. I went to Reddit, and
Oh yeah, good choice.
So let me tell you why I went to Reddit though. I went to Reddit because it's dumb to me now, but I felt like I could be related to because everyone there is a victim on Reddit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everyone's a victim, so I'm like, maybe they'll be able to hear what I'm saying. And then also too, I noticed like I was in some Reddit's like with the colleges I went to, and it's like, bro, you guys are Reddit thumbers, and you have 16,000 karma, but you have 3 master's degrees. So I felt like maybe these are people who are still weird anime nerds and maybe low-key incel. They don't like to admit it, but they are incels. But you have all these achievements. Like maybe you're earning high in the marketplace. Like you have 3 master's degrees. So I felt like maybe these people can understand me. And they did not. They didn't. It's like I learned because they didn't relate to me because their success comes solely from their, I don't know.
What?
I was trying to take their side.
Their
Yeah,
flavorants?
like it comes specifically like they're only successful because they have the master's degrees and they really bought themselves up from their bootstraps. I don't know. I just felt like the Reddit community, they would have understood me.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's more of a community of people that like because I get I got the degree for the praise, basically.
Yeah, that's exactly. No, yeah, you took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah. What is
Can we talk about that thing?
What?
That's a little gay.
Took the word out of my mouth?
That's a little gay. Why would you do that to me?
I don't
What would I
really.
see another man to take another words out of his mouth? Give me them words.
Give me those words. Yeah, I mean when you think about it,
See?
give a bump.
Bump
Oh,
up.
man.
See, it's a little gay. I don't want to say
Yeah.
it no more.
Okay. I put the words in your mouth.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
Sir dominance. Take those words.
Nick.
Anyway,
Yeah, there's a scripture that kind of goes with it. Like, oh no, that's when the Pharisees, like they get their I don't know, some along the lines. They get their answers prayed when people see them pray. Basically,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's their reward. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
kind of
Exactly.
same concept.
Yeah.